See if anybody is in here. What's up? What's up? Oh, I got two people in here already. Wow. Let me pull up this on my laptop because I can't look at this and like answer questions. So I'm about to pull up this on my laptop so I can look at comments. Where is it? Where is it? Why is my internet going slow? But happy Black History Month, guys. You know, we can't start this live off without, playing something. Whoa, whoa. Let me stop before I get flagged. YouTube will take me down in a quick second. What's up? What's up? Oh, we got people coming in now. I wish YouTube would let you play music, man. Because I be trying to turn up in here, but they real strict. See. Oh, we got 38 people in here. What's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all coming into the live. I don't plan on being on here too long. It's Friday. I got stuff to do. But if y'all have any questions, just ask, man. I'm happy to answer any questions. It could be about Greek life. It could be about life. It could be about anything. If you're trying to get to know me a little bit, I'm always down to help and answer some questions. Let's see who's in here. Leela with the dread. Leela with the locks. I said with the dreadlocks. Cool. What's up? Zachary, Michael Jones. Michael Jones. My last name Jones. We might be kinfolk, bro. I don't know. Kiviana Holmes. Trying to see if I remember anybody in here. See who else in here. Yeah, I recognize some of y'all. See, I try to memorize my subscribers a little bit. I don't think I'm too big enough not to try to memorize a few people, but I do recognize a few people in here right now. Let's see if I have any questions real quick. Oh, somebody did ask a question. Kobe, what year do you suggest pledging? I always say sophomore year if you can. I feel like that's the best. Well, that's when I pledged. That's when I crossed. I was a sophomore in college, but I would say either sophomore or junior year because that puts you right at the cusp of, you still have a little while to have fun, and you still have a little while before you graduate. So I would say sophomore year. I would refrain from trying freshman year. Just use freshman year to, kind of get to know the different Greek organizations, making sure that's something you want to do first. And then after you solidify what you want to do at the end of your freshman year, look to try to take that next step sophomore or junior year. I think those are the perfect years. Man, that is influencing me to be a Sigma. Hey, man, I'm glad to be an influence. Somebody said, where do you actually get a resume to apply? You got to create a resume, bro. You got to create that. You can't just get a resume and then apply, man. You gotta create your own resume, bro. Candace C from the 215. What's 215? I'm guessing that's an area code. What area code is that? 215. 215. I don't know. I don't know what 215 is. I either know 803, 843, 864, 704. That's all I know, really. I don't know any other area code. Somebody said, do you think it's too late to express interest to a fraternity spring semester of your junior year? No, I don't think it's never too late, because, our organizations, you can go grad chapter being a member. So I don't think it's ever, too late, but it just depends on when they're having a line too. Like, but I don't think it's too late. Spring semester, your junior year. I'm hoping that up until that point, you've been to some events, you've kind of got your face seen a little bit. But to say like your junior year, spring semester, to start going to events, getting your face seen and stuff like that, yeah, it's a little too late. But I say if it's something you really want to do, go for it. Let's see how many we got in here. 59. Okay, we in here. Finally caught alive. Yeah, Robin, you in here. What's up? Candace C, I'm a new subscriber. I appreciate you subscribing, being a part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of content coming. Got a lot of content coming. So, hey, Corey, will you and Kelsey do another video? I don't know. I don't live in South Carolina anymore. She lives in South Carolina. So, if y'all don't know, me and Kelsey did a video. She's a SG Row, and we did a video a while back, a collaboration video. But I'm always down to do collaboration. So, pretty sure in the future we probably would again. I'm not too pressed about it, but we'll make it happen. We got a lot of comments up in here. Okay, let me start reading. Let's see. So I'm looking to transfer to a school that has certain organization. How do I go about finding out how active the chapter is there on campus? Okay, so if you're transferring to a school and you're trying to join a Greek organization, I would say the best way to find out how active they are is to go to the Greek Life office or Student Life office and see if they have a Greek Life sector within Student Life. Go up in there, see if they have any brochures, give you any information about the chapter, if they're active on campus, if they're suspended, if they're, doing things on campus. They can kind of update you on that. And they can kind of give you like their Twitter handles, Instagram handles, the name of the chapter president. Like they can give you all that information, and then you just start from there. And then you just be on the lookout for any events that they have. And if you've been there for a semester and the Greek Life office said they're active, but you ain't seen them post no events or have any events, then that might be a concern that you need to have. But for the most part, just go to the Greek Life office. They'll be able to help you out. Somebody said, I just want to let you know your advice helped me get into Omega Psi Phi. That's what's up, man. Welcome to MPHC D9. We got the Reds in here talking about, tell these folks to follow me on IG and ask me some questions too. How about you hop on a video with me and we can answer some questions together? We can do that. And we'll answer some questions. Somebody said, after joining an organization, specifically MPHC organization, my question is, how do you balance a very active fraternity life and a life with your non-Greek friends? That's a good question. The best way to do that is to just make time. Like you gotta make time for things that you want. So, after you join, you have times where you will want to hang out with your sorority sisters or fraternity brothers, and then you have time where you have opportunities to hang out with your non-Greek friends. So I would just say make sure you're fitting in both of those at the same time. It can be hard because a lot of times you find yourself hanging out more with your Greek friends because y'all are going to events together. Y'all do things together. Y'all have events that y'all are hosting that you'll have to be at. So I think the best thing to do is carve out some time. So let's say every other weekend you hang out with some of your non-Greek friends. Since most likely you'll be with your fraternity or sorority brothers or sisters throughout the week. So I think that's a good way to balance it. Just make it a point, like every other weekend, to make it a point to hang out with your non-Greek friends. Oh, Philly. Yo, I'm an Eagles fan. You see back there? I don't know if you can see the Eagles thing, but yeah. Let's see. What's up, Ma? Someone said, how important is the interview process to you? Can I redeem myself at the interview? I mean, if you get to the interview, then it's very important. I mean, that's gonna be the level you need to pass in order to be put online or start the process. So I really think the interview process is one of the most crucial points. Besides showing interest, being discreet, the interview process is actually you know where you can sell yourself and where you can let them know that, hey, I know about this organization. Y'all can throw as many questions you want at me. I'm gonna bounce them back and forth. So it's very important. So you can redeem yourself at the interview. You can. Obviously, if you made it to the interview, then they see something in you. So you can redeem yourself, depending on how you conduct yourself and different things like that. Did you make a video on once you receive an acceptance letter, what's the next or not? If not, can you explain? I mean, technically, after the interview, let's say you do well in the interview. Let's say you beasted the interview. You was on your P's and Q's. You was answering questions. You conducted yourself well. Let's say 3 weeks go by. Boom, boom, boom. You get the call. Everybody say the call. So it's not always going to be a letter form. Most likely you'll get the call. And the call will be either you got accepted to move forward in the process or they will not be moving forward with you in the process. So yeah, that's usually the way it works. Marquise, man. Man, you always in Texas, bro. I be busy. I mean, I'm gonna try to make it out there, but Marquise, Marquise is one of my childhood friends. Me and him grew up in the hood together. I'm surprised he up in here, but it's good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here. Somebody said, do you think NPHC orgs accept men who is on oxygen and have asthma and breathing problems? I don't mean to laugh, bro. Yes, I don't see where that would be a problem. Yeah, most organizations would not discriminate. It's not, the thing is, organizations, we ain't gonna be like, yo, what's your health history? What's your insurance? How much you have on your life insurance? Like, we don't ask that question. We wouldn't know if you don't tell us. So nah, I mean, you good. I appreciate you taking the time to answer my questions on the gram. Big Dusty, man. Yeah, man, I always answer questions on Instagram. So if y'all ever have any questions or just want to shoot me a DM, let me know. I mean, not let me know, hit me up. I'm always answering them. Not always instantly, but I will get to them, especially if you follow me on Instagram. I make it a point to try to engage with you all. Somebody say, how long does the process last? It will vary. It will vary depending on the organization. It could last minimum 3-4 months, on to 6, 7. I mean, most organizations have an intake window. So it's a time where they have to start the process, and it's a time that nationals want them to end the process. So every fraternity and sorority will have an intake window. It's up to the organization to fit that window, and it's up to the organization to report that back to the national headquarters so they can be in compliance with the national headquarters. Because if you ain't in compliance with the national headquarters, then your ass getting chopped. So that's a very hard question to answer. Somebody say, how do you go about showing interest in a grad chapter? Um, First of all, grad chapters, it can be a little bit more difficult because they have community-wide type events. So like on campus, like you will know when an organization having an event. They promote, it's on Instagram. Like a lot of grad chapters, it's harder to kind of find out about things. So I would say the best way to show interest is make it to as many events as possible. And then find a member in grad chapter that you feel most comfortable with, and you just talk to them like they're regular people. Get to know them, get to know what their hobbies is, what job or career field they're in, how long they've been in the organization. Like really get to know them, and they will take note that you're subliminally showing interest, and you go from there. But the best thing to do is to go to any open community service events to the public, you know, go there, help them out with community service. And if they have any galas, any balls that they have open to the community, go on over there to a gala and a ball, turn up with them for a little while. And while you're there, introduce yourself to a few members and you're good. Somebody say, if you're not really involved on campus and went to minimum events, what's the next step to make yourself noticeable to a chapter? That's gonna be hard because especially since you're a lady, a woman, it's gonna be a lot of interest at those interest meetings, and it's gonna be a lot of those interests that's, you know, involved on campus and have maybe a leadership experience. So it's gonna be hard, but to make yourself noticeable is if you've made a connection with at least one person in the chapter. That can set you apart as well. They can vouch for you. They can say, hey, this girl is nice. This girl does this. This girl been hitting me up and we've been connecting. I think she's cool type thing, and she can vouch for you. So, but I would say try to get involved on campus. Even if it's just one organization, try to get involved on campus. Minimum 1 to 2. Minimum 1 to 2. If you haven't went to many events, the thing I say about going to events, the reason why I stress it so much is because organizations can see your face. You know what I'm saying? Like they can legit see your face, and we memorize that. Like I remember hosting events on my campus when I was an undergrad, and I remember who frequently come to events. So if I seen them come to an interest meeting, I'ma automatically make that connection and be like, okay, they was at our events too, and they were showing support, this and that. So that's why I say it's great to go to events. So if you haven't been to many events, that can kind of hurt you as well. So yeah, I hope that helps. Somebody sent a super chat. Wonder Woman, I appreciate you. 1913, so I'm guessing you a Delta. Okay, appreciate you. If you're trying to go grad chapter, all I recommend is making a connection with a grad chapter member. And please make that connection, because most likely it's invitational only. So it's not like undergrad where you just go to an interest meeting and be like, hey, I'm here, y'all could choose me if y'all want, y'all can't. Grad chapter is invitation only. They're only inviting people to come to an interest meeting. Most people won't know about the interest meeting unless they receive that personal invite. So yeah, definitely try to get to know a member, and if you can, go to some events like I said earlier. Somebody said, I want to know if it's easier or harder to pledge if you're part of their youth group. I wouldn't say it's easier, and I wouldn't say it's harder. It's just a balance. If anything, it'll help you with connections because most all you know some of the members already and they can vouch for you. You got people that can write you a letter of recommendation, but it wouldn't be easier and it wouldn't be harder. So, yeah. Somebody said, are you going to the Super Bowl game? Nah, them tickets is a little bit extreme, so I will not be going to the Super Bowl. I might go to a Super Bowl party. I might, or I might just sit here and chill at home and watch it back there. Just depends on how I feel. Just depends on how I feel, man. You know, I don't know if I feel like going out in that Atlanta mess Sunday, because it's a lot of traffic out here right now. Somebody said, how do I join a grad chapter if I'm not around the university? You don't have to be around the university. Grad chapters like community-wide, so yeah. I don't understand that question too much, but all you have to do is, like I said, find a chapter, see if they're having any events, go to an event, introduce yourself, get that person name, number, contact information, keep in contact with them, see if you can arrange a lunch, maybe some coffee with them, get to know them a little bit, and that's the start. Somebody said, hey fam, do you know any ATL IOTAs? I do not. More merchandise dropping soon. Yes, it is. I'm actually trying to start like a collab with a Greek paraphernalia company where they'll be creating the merch on demand. So we'll see how that go. So it'll be stitched. It'll be higher quality than what it is now through Teespring. But yeah, we'll see if that collab happens this year. If not this year, it'll be next year. So yeah. Somebody said, do you follow Dre Quarter, aka? Nah, I do not know who that is. They said, hey, let me get on. Yeah, come on. You can get on the video. All you gotta do is say the thing. All you gotta do is say the thing. But Wonder Woman redeemed the Deltas. Wonder Woman redeemed the Deltas. Usually the Deltas be, you know, a little mean here and there, but she redeemed the Deltas for that super chat. So I say, how do you feel about MPHC parody videos? I think it's funny. I think it's funny because I feel like if Greeks are able to laugh and, you know, joke about it, then I think it's funny. Like, everybody always think we're all uppity and don't want to be joked on and always so serious about our organizations we don't want to be joked on, but I don't give a damn. I really don't. Like me, people be calling Sigmas country bumpkins and lames and all that. I laugh because that's their opinion, you know what I'm saying? So I laugh at it. I mean, it is some country Sigmas. It is some lame Sigmas. Lame alphas, lame kappas, it's lame everybody. So if anything, that makes it better for me. Cause I know I ain't lame. I might be a little country since I'm from the South, but let's see. Somebody said, have you found a chapter in ATL yet? No, I plan to keep my status in Columbia, South Carolina for a little while. And then I might transfer my membership to a graduate chapter in Georgia. But as of right now, I'm keeping my membership in Columbia. I can't thank you enough for your content. Appreciate it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. Your content helped me so much. I'm glad it's helping. I'm glad it's helping. When you coming to visit in North Carolina Central, whenever y'all invite me. I mean, I'm not just gonna pull up on campus and be like, hey, I'm here. But if y'all have an event that I can help with or something like that, I'll pull up. I will pull up. Just say the word. If I'm available. I be busy these days, man. I be real busy. Somebody said, what kind of ideas do you have for a service project? Depends on what, like, is it a service project for an organization or like just a service project for you as an individual? One moment, the call, yes, the call. Somebody said, so if you don't make it online, can you try to aim for another fraternity? It will be looked down upon if you aim for another fraternity. So that's why I always say make sure it's an organization you really want to join, because if you just hop to another organization because you didn't get into one organization, then it ain't gonna look good for you. I mean, technically you can do it, but you're gonna have a long Greek career if you do. Somebody said, how has your experience been like for you when you initiated? My experience was pretty good. I mean, it was great. It was great. I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. I don't have, looking back at it, I don't have any negatives I can say right now off the top of my head. So my experience is pretty good. I can't even lie. Somebody said, can you be a part of a white frat and a D9? That's pushing it a little bit. That's pushing it a little bit. I would say if you're in a D9 organization and then try to join a white frat, that would probably be a no-no. If you're in a white frat but then try to join a D9, that could be a possibility, but that's still pushing it too. So you're gonna have to tread lightly with that one. Stuff for Greeks. Where's the best place to get Greek Nelia? Stuff for Greeks. They got some quality stuff, y'all. So if you Greek or you become Greek, y'all gotta check out Stuff for Greeks, man. They'll hook you up. Like they say, they will make your vision come to life. Don't make me pull out the jacket. I'll show y'all now. Let's see. Somebody said, what does it mean to be a Sigma? Oh, that's a hard question, man. You know, I always equate Sigma to being the sum of all things. Men that's multifaceted. Men that can do multiple things and wear multiple hats. If you think of the Sigma sign in math, it does mean the sum of all things. So whenever I see a Sigma man, I would think that he can be able to do multiple things. Like he's not gonna be able to be put in a box. Like me, I could do photography, I could do videography, I could recruit, like I could do a lot of things. Like I wear multiple hats. So whenever I hear Sigma, I automatically be like, okay, well, what else you do? Like, what else can you bring? What else do you have to offer to the table? So yeah, a man of value, man of value. Somebody said, I'm a senior in college and the sorority I want to join is active, but they're not present. I do not want to be in a grad chapter because I don't know if the experience will be the same. Grad chapter you will have the experience is the same, but it's not at the same time. Like you can join grad chapter and still go back to a campus and support campus events and help with parties or go to parties. Especially if you're young in the grad chapter, you can still get that undergrad experience and not technically be on campus. But you know, it is more of a different experience in the sense of you know, our grad chapters are responsible for pretty much the business side of the fraternity and sorority. So they're focused on more of the, what can I say, the national, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but if you know what I'm saying, like they're supporting the undergrad chapters. So they're more responsible for different things. So it will be a little bit different, but I think the experience will still be great. So you should go for it. Let's see, fraternity colony president here. One thing we're struggling with is recruitment. Do you have any videos on how to encourage current members to reach out to and for me to not? You know, that's It's the thing a lot of people stress and have problems and struggle with is recruitment. I do not have any videos on how to help with that, but I will. That's a good idea. I will make one. But I would say the best thing with the easiest thing, recruitment. Recruitment is easy. I'm gonna say this because I had the pleasure of recruiting, you know, in undergrad. I recruit with my job now. I don't recruit it on a university level, recruiting students to come to a university. Now I'm a corporate recruiter and I recruit people. Like, so it's all the same. It's all about being genuine and people to see a little bit of you in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best way to recruit. It's all about being yourself and being genuine. And if your fraternity brothers can be genuine with people that they're talking to that might be interested, may not be interested, it's all about being authentic. The more authentic you are, the better you will recruit. Because there's a lot of people that's out here that recruit for, say, fraternities or any other thing, and they lie and they say, well, you're going to get this experience, you're going to get that experience, this and that. But it's all about being authentic, telling your stories, telling how they might be an impact to your organization. And really, I wouldn't say sell the organization, but really educate them on what the organization can offer them and how they can enhance the organization. But I will make a video on that because I can go deep into that, deep. Oh Lord. Somebody said, first I want to say I love your videos and what can I do to get my YouTube going? Just make a video. That's the easiest way, right? But nah, for real, one, get you a camera. Don't have to be the most expensive camera. Shoot, I'm using my iPhone right here, even though I don't use my iPhone for most of my, actually, I got my camera right here. This is the camera I use for all my videos. It's a Canon M50. Small, compact, you can take pictures, you know what I'm saying? Get you a little camera and just get started. Understand what you want to make videos on. Make sure it's a market that's not oversaturated unless you got a real unique personality. You know, I see that you are female, so if you're trying to do a makeup channel, if you're trying to do beauty channel, if you're trying to do, you know, that's what a lot of girls are doing these days. So what's gonna make you stand out if you're in that market? So you really gotta do some research these days, but hey, I say go ahead, get started. Now is the best time to be a YouTuber, to be honest. I see somebody say, what do you think about joining D9 and the Masons? I don't see a problem with it. Me personally, I probably would never become a Mason. That's just me because I feel like what I got going on is enough. Is enough. So adding on another organization like that, nah, I'm good. But I don't see a problem with it. I know several brothers that's Sigmas and Masons, or in other fraternities that's Masons, or in other sororities that's Eastern All-Stars or Eastern Stars. So yeah, do it if that's something you really want to do. I said, hello, Corey, how are you today? Well, thank you for asking. And it's another Delta. Y'all Deltas be real nice today. You know, y'all moving up on my list. But yeah, I'm doing great, you know. Had a long day, but we in here, we good. It's the weekend, Super Bowl weekend, so hey, I cannot complain at all. But I appreciate you for asking. Somebody said, why you moved to Atlanta instead of Charlotte, Chicago, St. Louis, Memphis, Houston, or Dallas, or LA? That's a lot of places. I moved to Atlanta for the job, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm open to moving anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere the opportunity is, I will move. I'd be in Idaho if the opportunity was there. I ain't lying. But you know, I was going to move to Charlotte, but the opportunity that I had there wasn't working out or didn't fall through. So Atlanta was my next move. But yeah, I like Charlotte. I mean, technically, Charlotte is like my second city. You know, like I have family there. I always go to Charlotte at least twice a month, so I'm always there. So it's almost like I live there too. So I consider Charlotte my home and Atlanta. CLT and LAT. CLT and ATL. So yeah. I don't know about Chicago, too cold. St. Louis, nah. Memphis, nah. Houston, I might do that. Dallas, I can possibly do that. LA, yo, if I get big on YouTube, I'm LA, here I come. I'm gonna be different time zones and everything, mudslides and all. I'm there. I am there. I'm trying. By the way, I'm trying to get to like 25,000 subscribers this year, or 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If y'all can help me make that happen, y'all will be the real MVPs. Um, let's see what other questions I have. Oh, Brandon, what's up, man? Hold up. Is that Brandon Wilson? That's the only Brandon I know from Lakewood. What's up, man? I hope all is well with you. Somebody said you should come to TSU. Give me a reason to come to TSU. I host a resume workshop. I talk to some NPHC members. Let me know. KZ, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Someone said, not me. My dad was a Sigma pledge at Alabama State in the 60s. Mom is a Zeta pledge there as well. They were married in college. Wow. And you became a Delta. That's what's up. That's what's up. Somebody said, so when you come back to Charlotte, let's hang out. Okay, great. Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. That's the thing. I don't know why people think that I'm a down to earth person. Like, I hang out with subscribers. Hit me up. If you see I'm in Charlotte, hit me up. Slide in DM, hit me up. Let me know what's going on in the city, cause I be in Charlotte, but I don't be knowing what's going on. Put me on some spots to hit up. I'll go, man. I will go. Someone said, have you ever got into a fight or seen a fight during a stroll? I've definitely seen a fight during a stroll. Have I gotten into a fight? No, I have not gotten into a fight. I had to pull some fights away from like my LBs and other brothers, but me personally, I never got into a fight, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't that serious to me, like, it ain't that serious. Somebody said, I hope you're working on that book. I'm working on a lot of things. I was working on a book, but now I'm working on like a online class type thing. So, well, I say I'm working on it, but it's been going real slow, but it'll be together soon. Someone said it's a bad thing to attend a community event for a grad chapter of a frat and wasn't feeling them and go to another grad chapter to join for the same frat. Technically no, because it's all about you feeling comfortable and it's all about how you feel. So if you wasn't feeling that chapter and you felt like another chapter, grad chapter was more fitting for you, that's fine. I don't see a problem with that because that's who you're going to be around most of the time. Somebody said, how do you feel about middle school, high school step teams that have their own chants, hand signs that's not affiliated with any Greek organization? How do you feel about them strolling as well? I don't have a problem with that at all, because we as NPHC members do not own stepping or strolling. We do not own the rights for people to not do that. So, and if they're doing their own thing, their own hand signs, their own steps and strolls, hey, have fun with it. Have fun. I don't see a problem with that at all. Somebody say, are you still online? Am I still online? I ain't online. I ain't been online in a long time. So it's like, how do you feel about people who drop line because they wasn't ready? Should they get a second chance if they come back? It depends on the reason. Because we stress this so much. Make sure, yes, your timing is ready. Make sure that this is your time. You have availability. This and that. Because if we put you online and we give you a chance, and that means we denied somebody the opportunity to be online that probably wanted to be online and would have stick it through. So I feel like some people do deserve a second chance if it has something to do with academics or death in the family or, mental health, something to do with that, then yes. But if you just wasn't ready or the timing just wasn't right, that's a little bit iffy. But I think everybody deserves a second chance in life. So I would give them a second chance. So I said, I got a situation. There's a girl who dropped my line about 2 years ago and now has openly told members she plans to try again. Problem is, our bylaws state she can't. How do I nicely tell her? Just be like, just hint at it. Just send her a hint. Be like, I don't think you should try again, bruh, or girl. I don't think you should try again. And just hint at it. That's crazy. That's the bylaws. But yeah, I mean, if that's in the bylaws, then it's in the bylaws. Then she just gonna have to deal with it. Somebody say, hey, Frat, what's up, Sora? How you doing? How you doing? Hey. Somebody say, you really don't like the cold. I don't like the cold. What y'all dealing with up there in Chicago and DC and New York and all that? I ain't about that life. I don't. I'm a slim guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all that extraness on me. So I already get cold easily. So mix me in up there. I'm a walking, man, I'm gonna be freezing. I'm gonna be a popsicle up there. I can't do it. I can visit and I can go here and there. I can stay a few weeks, but I am not moving up there, up north, where it's gonna be snowing constantly. I can't do it. I cannot do it, y'all. Yeah, if you come to ATL, let me know. If I'm busy, if I'm not busy, let me know. Let me know. Somebody said, what do you feel was the hardest part of your process of being a Phi Beta Sigma? I would say time. That's the hardest thing. Time and the mental aspect, man. They really will test you mentally, but also time, like having to figure out how to balance my job mixed with being online, mixed with school. And at the time I had a girlfriend, mixed with trying to make time for my girlfriend, mixed with trying to find time to study. Like, that's the hardest part, is like finding time so you can keep up the grades you need to stay in the organization. Like, that's the hardest thing. And that all builds into the mental, like, yo, am I gonna have enough time to study? And I'm gonna, like, you stressing about having time to study and you stressing about trying to learn about the organization. So I think that's the hardest part of being online, and part of the process is just finding time and finding that balance. Somebody said, where you do your undergrad? I graduated from the University of South Carolina. Go Gamecocks. Somebody said, organizations outside of yours that left the best and worst impressions on you. I do the fraternities. Well, I've always had good relationships with alphas, man. I know a lot of alphas that's some good people. You know what I'm saying? They always dap me up. You know what I'm saying? It's always cool. We get together, boom, boom, boom. I've had some bad experiences with Omegas. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but I've had bad experiences with Omegas, man. And not recently in undergrad, but not anything bad about Omegas, anything like that. But Yeah. Oh, Ben Twan Simon, what's up, man? I ain't saw you. How you doing, bruh? I ain't saw you in so long, bruh. Eastern all, yeah, I did say Eastern All Stars. I meant to say Eastern Stars. Somebody said, when do you typically get notified for interview after a deadline to submit application? Do they submit rejection letters at the same time they call interviews? I'm nervous. I just sent my application. Um, nah. It depends. It depends on a lot of things. I would say you would at least hear at least by at least 2 to 3 weeks, probably a little bit before that if you made it. A lot of times rejection letters and rejection calls come a little bit later, but for the most part, if you made it, you will know. You will know sooner than later. You will know. Ah, that's see now that's that Wonder Woman. That's a good story. She said I was 35 with 2 kids when I pledged undergrad. Not easy, hence my line name Wonder Woman. Hey, I see why they call you Wonder Woman, cause that's a lot. Someone said I would love for you to host a step show. I host a step show. Shoot, send me. Let me know. I'll come. Well, if I'm available once again. But shoot, I host a step show. That's easy. I'm actually supposed to be a judge at a step show at Georgia State coming up this year in March or May. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be at Georgia State at their they step show. Not hosting, but a judge. Someone said, "What are your thoughts on someone who joined a white sorority fraternity but wants to join NPHC?" Like I said, I think it's I don't know. I think it'd be I think it'd be a lot of questions that is brought up with that with whatever organization they're going to want to know. They're going to want to know why you joined the white fraternity sorority, and what's making you want to transition over to the NPHC side of things. And I think depending on how you can articulate that question and your answer to that question, I think it would kind of help. But my opinion on it, that's a hard one. Like I said, I would have to know why. I need a little bit more context. Oh, somebody sent $20. Let me see what they said. Have you linked up? Oh, I appreciate you, Lawrence. Thank you so much. Have you linked up with the grad chapter yet? What is the biggest difference that you have seen? Technically, my grad chapter is in Columbia, South Carolina. The biggest difference between grad chapter and undergrad is, I would say, the magnitude of events. So, and the budget. So, in undergrad, you would have your own budget, and then in grad chapter, you have your own budget. So, the budget is bigger in grad chapter, and the magnitude of the events is bigger. So, you're not just hosting events for undergrad and the college campus, you're hosting events for the community around you, the city. And if you're the only grad chapter within a certain radius of multiple cities, multiple cities. So, you're responsible for a lot more things. You wear a lot of hats in grad chapter. It's more networking in grad chapter. Grad chapters go to other NPHC meetings, talk to them, go to their events, and do community-wide events together. It's more business-like. And of course, the brotherhood and sisterhood will still be there, but it's more business-like. You learn more of the behind-the-scenes thing in grad chapter. Like in undergrad, you're like, yeah, we gotta do this because we gotta do this. But in grad chapter, you really understand why we're doing certain things and why certain plans are put in place for our organizations to keep going. So that's what I would say is the big difference. But I appreciate you for sending that super chat. Somebody say, hey, I'm in a non-profit organization called Blue Heart. We step and we do different D9 steps. Seen your video on how to step. Can you show me something else to add on? Man, that little step I showed on my channel is probably the last step I remember. So I really can't. I mean, it's more to that step that I probably can do, to be honest. But I don't be stepping like that. So I'm the wrong person. Now strolls, I can make strolls still, and I can still do strolls. But steps, I try to stay away from that. Try to stay away from that. See what time is it? At 7 o'clock, I'm getting off of here. So let's see what other questions we got real quick. Time manager key, job, blah. Let's see, what's the best way to contact people for references? Somebody said, what's the best way to contact people for references when trying to join a organization? The best way to contact people is, if you know them personally, is to go up face to face and ask them. If not, send an email. A lot of people get scared because we always say discretion. But of course, when you're asking for a letter of recommendation, you'll have to tell them what you're doing so they can write the letter the best way possible. You don't want to say, yeah, I'm trying to join this organization. I need you to write a letter of recommendation. No, you need to tell them what the organization is, what the organization is about if they don't know, so they can write the recommendation a little bit better. But yeah, that's the best way to contact them is face to face first. And if you can't get them face to face, just email them and go from there. So I said, I just put in an application for a sorority. The waiting period is rough. Yes, it is rough. That's you'll be on pins and needles for a little while. I'll tell you that. You will be on pins and needles. Somebody said Dakota, not the Omegas. Yes, the Omegas. Yes. Goat. I ain't the goat yet, but I'm on my way there. I'm on my way there. I'ma call it. I'ma call it. Someone said, how much do you charge to host events? Depending on the event, depending on where the event is, depending on how long the event is. Yeah, so, but yeah, email me. I will definitely shoot those to you. Yes, I would host the event in North Carolina. I would. Somebody said, I worked full-time for KPMG in DC. Took a while for me to decompress after our probate. Ooh, KPMG. You know, I almost worked for them too, but yeah, them firms, man, them firms, especially during busy season, you be busy. That's why in the fall, I'm gonna be like, I'm be on the go, cause firm I work for, we just like KPMG and Deloitte and them, like we gonna be hitting the road running in the fall. So yeah, I can understand that. Somebody said, when they ask for active members to give a letter of recommendation, who do you turn to if you don't know any active members? Are we supposed to ask brothers in the fraternity we are seeking to join? That's a good question. There's two parts to this. Some people say they know members, but they're not financial or active. I would say even if they're not financial or active, but they're in the organization, just get them to write it anyway. I'd rather you have someone that's in the organization, been through the organization, write it, rather than, you know, not having any letter of recommendation at all. If you don't know any members at all, then I would just suggest reaching out to the local grad chapter, or that's gonna be hard. But I would say reach out to local grad chapter, see if you can set up a time to speak with somebody, so they get to know you really quick and see if they can write you a letter of recommendation, if they would recommend you. Someone said you should do a vlog. I do vlogs. I dropped a vlog yesterday and last week. Have you ever collaborated with a white frat as a member? Do you see collabs happen every day? All right, somebody said, have you ever collaborated with a white frat or sorority as a member of an MPAC? And do you? Yes, well, excuse me, at the University of South Carolina, as you know, it's a PWI. So during a homecoming week, we used to always have to pair up with organization from IFC and MPC, which is the white fraternities and sororities. So we always had to pair up with them to do like different events during homecoming. So that was a great experience. But yeah, I do see collaborations happening in the future with some of those orgs, but I think usually it's on a campus level. Once graduate chapter gets into things, I don't see too many collaborations with IFC and MPC on a graduate level, but on an undergrad level, yeah, I see it all the time and been through it. Someone said, when I was in high school, we had a casual forum with the Divine Nine with my high school step team at the time. Do you think forums are appropriate to have with younger kids if it was a nice experience? Yeah, I mean, forums is always good. Young, old, no matter the age, I think it's always good to have forums and educate. So yeah, I think uh, I think that's always good. Someone said, I have a question to ask, but I don't want to post. If that's okay, if you have time to chat on the phone, I would love to speak with you about a lot of things, and I hope I can tell you. I do plan on setting up like a Skype account. So when I set that up, I will be happy to video call or call people once I set that up and have like set some time, like 30-20 minutes to talk to people about different situations. So yeah, that's coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. Let's see what else we have. Hey, that's what's up, Ben Twine. Hey, whenever you attend Georgia State, let me know, man. We have to get up. We have to get up. Let's see, update. I attended the interest meeting. My pack was on point. I've attended all their events. My GPA was good. And I'm active and on campus, but was rejected last week. Sorry to hear that. I don't know. Something must have went wrong somewhere. Something must have went wrong somewhere. Somebody said, what's the move this Sunday in ATL? The Super Bowl. There's so many things going on in ATL right now, man. I can't even explain everything that's going on. Like, I can't even keep up. Like, I'm out here like, yo, what do I do first? Where do I go? What? It's so much stuff to do that I'm like, damn, I need to stay in the damn house. Someone said members was talking to me and then suddenly stopped around Rush. Is that a bad sign? No, Rush takes a lot of time, so they probably ain't got time to really be talking like that. It's 5 a.m. here in the 5 a.m. in the UK. Woo! Wow. Well, I appreciate that you're on here at 5 a.m. That's crazy. Someone said, what do you recommend for someone who didn't get accepted into MPAC org of their choice? Should they try again for grad chapter, or should they try grad chapter? I say try again. If you get rejected the second time, I would say just you could try again if you want to, but see if you can figure out the reason why you're getting rejected. That can kind of help. And if not, then I would suggest trying grad chapter. I emailed a grad chapter advisor as why I wasn't selected. She said I didn't receive enough favorable votes. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. And this was for an undergrad chapter or grad chapter? Actually, I remember talking to you on Instagram a few times. I just can't remember because I talked to so many people on Instagram. But I do remember your face though. Someone said, do you get tired of helping people with NPHC advice? Sometimes, not all the time. It depends on what the questions are. Some questions are very self-explanatory, but if it's an in-depth question, I don't mind helping. Would you consider being a graduate advisor? I was almost a graduate advisor when I was in Columbia, almost, but I think I'll be a great grad advisor, but I just don't have the time, and I need the time to be able to get the chapters where I need for them to be, because it's a lot of Slack chapters out here, and I want the slackest of the Slack chapters so I can build that thing up. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be a grad advisor down the line. Somebody said, will you ever do a video breaking down different positions in the NPHC or such as NEOs, LBs, stuff like that? Yes, I will be doing a video on that. It's on the list. It's on the list. So it's 5 a.m. in the UK. It's 7:01 p.m. here. Like, that's crazy. So said, I don't understand the point of the packet if the only thing that really matters is the votes. This is my second time being rejected from this or yes, it's me from Instagram and it's undergrad. Well, the purpose of the packet is to kind of analyze what all you have to offer. That's pretty much it. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram. I have some stuff to tell you. Let's see, advice for showing interest in the chapter that was spinning for 5 years. If they were spinning for 5 years, then most likely they're looking for some members. So my advice to you is to be on your P's and Q's, be on your A game, go to the events that they host, and get your community service up, have some involvement, and that should put you on the right track to at least be competitive to get into that organization. But my time is up, guys. I appreciate y'all for coming in and rocking with me for an hour. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, you know, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Like I said, I am serious. If y'all want me to come to your campus and host an event or something, let me know. If I'm available, I definitely would come. If it's in range, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely hit me up. I love talking with you all, engaging with you all. Of course, videos come out every Tuesday and Thursday now. So yeah, Tuesday videos is usually NPHC. I'm gonna throw a little bit of college advice in there, here and there too. Thursdays is more vlogs, life advice, career advice, random stuff. So more personal stuff as well. So if you're really into me as a person, then you will watch the videos on Thursdays too. Unfortunately, as of right now, those videos don't get that many views, but it's all good. I know the crew that rock with me. So I will catch y'all in the next video, and appreciate y'all for tuning in. So I will catch y'all in the next live feed, and hold up, I think, yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next live feed. Hopefully the Patriots don't win this weekend for the Super Bowl, but who knows? Tom Brady will find a way. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace. I always forget how